Today, we are going to do a review of the Alpaka Zip Pouch Max V2. We're gonna pack it out, talk about the pros and the cons, and in case you're not quite feeling Zip Pouch Max V2, you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of the video, where I'll make some alternative sling pouch recommendations for you that might better suit your needs. Let's talk about the gist of the Alpaka Zip Pouch Max V2. Alpaka is one of the new kids on the block when it comes to the carry community, and they are taken over by storm. Reason being, this Australian-based carry brand is just pumping out a ton of new products that are really cool and coming at a pretty accessible price point. Some of the top features of the Zip Pouch Max are, it's super slim silhouette, 3 pocket setup, 2 different strap carrying options, the ability to say, "Be gone straps," and just be used as a sort of tech pouch, and an advertised ability to self-stand that the jury's still kind of out on. More details on this coming soon. The Zip Pouch Max V2 currently comes in 2 color options, black or green. The size is claimed to be 2 liters. I'm gonna say it's a bit closer to like 1. I don't think you're 2 liters. But regardless if it's 2 or if it's 1, the goal of this thing is not to be a big old bag, right? It's just meant to be sort of a pocket reliever. Hold your smaller bits of gear, keep them organized, maybe stand them on your desk, maybe not, time will tell. It's got a width of around 10.5 inches, a height of around 7 inches, and a depth of around 1/2 inch. It's super lightweight, only clocking in at 200 grams. This is the pouch when it's empty. And this is the pouch when it's fully packed out and worn on the Nomadization team. I'm 5'8" and Margaret's 5'2". And don't you worry, we're gonna pack this bag out throughout the entire review so you can see exactly what it fits. All Alpaka bags come with a lifetime warranty, protecting you against any manufacturing defects. And for all that, this pouch runs around $49 US. And if at any point in this video, you have fallen in love and you're gonna make a purchase or you wanna find out more information, we do recommend that you do so using the first link in the description below. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and we oftentimes have discount codes, especially for Alpaka. And that link also helps to support the Nomadization YouTube channel and team, so we can keep making the best bag reviews on the web. Thank you very much. All right, let's talk about the outside of the Alpaka Zip Pouch Max V2. And with the outside, the first thing we notice is just sort of the way this bag looks. And it's sleek. I mean, it's like an envelope, right? This thing is tiny, it is sexy, and that will compromise how much gear you can fit into here. But if you're looking for a sleek sort of EDC and or travel solution, this guy's got it going on. Alpaka's branding, very subtle, black on black, little tab right there. Let's talk about this fabric. This is Axoflux, and it's sort of the evolution of Axoflux, because Axoflux is Alpaka's custom-made polyester. But it seems to be evolving a bit. It's a little bit more ripstop-y these days. Back in the day, it was like sort of this melange, sort of like cool looking bubbly polyester. But now the melange, the Axoflux is now much more ripstop-y, ripstop being those squares in the fabrics, which is reinforced stitching, which literally stops rips. Overall though, nice feel, very durable, and will be quite weather resistant. Now we're gonna talk about the 1, 2, 3 pockets in the next part of this review. In the meantime, let's talk about carrying options. Cause what's cool about this pouch is it can be carried sort of like a clutch, right? In hand, no straps dangling around, or you can just throw it in one of your bags. Or if you wanna wear it in sling mode, you can go ahead and attach these magnetic buckles. These buckles are made by Maglocks, who Alpaka always seems to work with. I wonder if Alpaka owns Maglocks. That's what I've heard. This allows you to go into sling mode, crossbody mode, back body mode, any body you're craving. The Maglocks has got your back. I like the harness system in general too. We have a really nice webbing here. Same material that a nice seatbelt uses, not a crappy seatbelt, but a nice seatbelt. And then we got a little dangle stopper right here, hashtag stop the dangle, just to keep that excess nylon webbing in its place for a more tidy carrying experience. But let's say you don't wanna go into sling mode, but you do wanna go into like protective clutch mode. Well, in that case, what you'd do is you'd actually unhook the Maglocks in their entireties, pop that away, and then you're gonna click into place the other carrying option, which is the sort of secure clutch option, right? I don't know if I would ever use this. Nothing against it, it's just kind of like, I don't know, like I just rather put it over there instead of do that. Let me know in the comments below, like, are you gonna carry your zip pouch like this? And if so, in what environment and setting and capacity? Margaret, would you ever carry it like this? I don't think so, me either, but let me know in the comments below. But overall, options are nice, and magnets when it comes to slings and bags are always nice. Now, the last part for the outside we're gonna talk about is Alpaka's insistence in their advertising for this, that it's a self-standing bag. But it also kind of isn't. And like, I don't have a problem with them saying it's self-standing, because clearly it is self-standing, but it's like, to self-stand, you gotta like buff out, like this is how the sling is normally, right? Or the pouch, excuse me. And you just kind of like physically buff out the bottom. And then once it is buffed out, we're only dealing with like 2 inches of, foundational real estate. And it kind of works but we're gonna test it out a little bit more thoroughly when the bag's packed out. So let's jump into the next section. Let's talk about the inside of the Alpaka Zip Pouch Max V2. 3 pockets. All of these pockets are protected by, I assume, YKK. Yep, YKK zippers. And the front pocket and the top pocket have YKK zippers that are PU coated. See that gloss right there? That is a polyurethane coating, which helps to provide extra weather resistance, but PU coatings can peel over time. So pros and a con to everything. Pros and a con, cons and a pro, pros and a cons. You get what I'm saying. Front pocket, basic, no additional pockets in there. Same thing with the back pocket, but in the middle compartment, we do have a divider and 2 pockets made of lining. Let's pack it out. Now I got a bunch of EDC stuff right here. A lot of this stuff will not fit, but I want to showcase to you, the use case of this pouch, because it's kind of niche in some ways. It's not very versatile. You're not gonna get a water bottle in something like this, or are you? Wait, oh, I kind of stand corrected. Okay, maybe I came across too harsh on you, Zip Pouch. You can actually, surprisingly, ow. I'm like astonished that I could fit this. You can actually surprisingly fit a 22-ounce Columbia water bottle in there. Wow, good for you, Alpaka Zip Pouch Max V2. Typical size novel, let's test this out. Nope, that's not gonna work. You're out. Got an iPad tablet 12-inch, also not gonna work. But the Alpaka website does say it will nicely fit an iPad mini in this back sleeve. So if you roll with the mini, you'll be good to go. Typical moleskin size notebook. Ooh, that's gonna be a tighter squeeze, not gonna work. But all this smaller stuff should fit. So let's go ahead and pack it out. In the front, I'm gonna throw a passport size notebook and a pen. I do think this would be a great travel companion. Boarding pass, passport, snacks, some tech stuff, that you wanna keep right here, along with your suitcase, or maybe like your one bagging. In the main compartment, I think a good spot for my iPhone 13 in the back sleeve. Then in these pockets, I'm gonna do AirPods in one, portable battery in the other. I'm gonna get these sunglasses out of the way and put my sunglass case at the bottom. Ah, my God, and I stand corrected again. You beat me twice now. I didn't think I could fit the bottle, and it fits quite nicely, and I didn't think it would stand very well, but when there's something actually on the base of the bag that's thicker like that, it actually, gosh darn Alpaka, I just can't quit you. So as long as the pouch is packed out in certain ways, the self-standing is actually, given the small size of the base, pretty impressive. And actually the bulkier items do a pretty good job fitting. I got a power adapter here, right? So if you are traveling, you can go ahead, pop that in. Actually, throw my keys in there as well. One thing to note though, no dedicated key leash. Just gotta toss your keys in there like a savage. Back pocket though, when this thing in the main compartment is very packed out, it makes the back compartment a little bit harder to get to, and the zipper is a little bit shorter in terms of its length, but I can still squeeze my wallet back there. Oh yeah. But keep in mind, as this thing packs out, it gets less sexy, right? We're less envelopey now and more like, I've had a rough few months. So the form factor of this bag is very dependent on how you pack it, because now you can see it's sort of like a blobby turd mess. But if you keep the bulky stuff out, it looks fresh, it looks clean, very sophisticated, very chic. And then for me, like I said, I would never wear this in that hand clutch mode. I'm just a slinger, call me lazy. And you can see when it's on, super nice fit. Because of this magnetic attachment here, you got like a swivel system. That swivel system just makes it a more comfortable sling wear because it kind of moves with the flow of your body. So if you're just popping it from crossbody to sling chest mode, like the magnets move with you. Big fan of that, like really big fan of that. Super easy to loosen the strap, super easy to tighten the strap. Get a nice fit there. Overall, small sling, very comfy. And yeah, it should be about it. But before we jump into the pros and the cons, I want to say, if you're digging this video and you're like, oh my God, we are deep diving into a bag and it's so hardcore and I love it, then you might be excited to find out that here at Nomads Nation, we don't just have a YouTube review channel, but we also have a super in-depth, world-class newsletter. And in that newsletter, I bring you into the front lines, behind the scenes of what's happening in this carry community revolution, this world of bags, right? I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you the limited edition drops, newest releases, crazy new advancements that are happening in materials and fabrics from the brands that are the biggest and the smallest and everything in between. So if you want to stay up to date with what's happening in the world of bags with brands like Alpaka and Black Ember and Air and Bellroy, then be sure to look for this globe emoji in the description below. That's where you can sign up to the Nomads Nation newsletter. I hope to see you in your inbox. Let's talk about the pros and the cons of the Alpaka Zip Pouch Max V2. Pro number one, pretty impressive capacity, especially in that main compartment. It fit a freaking 22-ounce water bottle. Pro number two, I love the pocket configuration, especially having the hidden wallet back pocket. And pro number three, the strap was super comfortable. I love what's happening with these swivel mag locks hardware. And pro number 4, it kind of self-stands actually. But on the con side, con number 1 is it kind of also doesn't self-stand. The self-standing is like this weird, it just kind of depends. It's not like dependable self-standing. Con number 2 is when you put bulky items in here, the form factor is like, it gets really compromised. And con number 3 is it comes with the detachable hand strap, which I have no use for, which means I'm paying more money for something that I don't like. Seriously, like, would you use this thing? Tell me how. It's still a con in my book, but maybe you disagree with me and you're like, Aaron, no, this and this and this, the greatest thing in the world, you dumbass. I'm totally getting one. Well, just a reminder, if you're gonna make a purchase or you wanna find out more information, we recommend that you do so with the first link in the description below. That's where you can get the best prices and our Alpaka discount codes. Thank you very much. But if you're not quite sold, I got a couple of alternative pouch Sacoche sling options that might better suit your needs. Alternative recommendation number 1 is gonna be the Bellroy Laneway Sacoche. Great option for the ladies out there if you want something that's thin and cute and just a little more on the feminine side and comes in different color options. And I have not done a review on this personally, but my sister, who is the face of our sister channel, Gear for the Girls, has done a video on this. And the other option is the Black Ember Sacoche, which is a great option for you if you're like, dude, I'm digging that thing, but I want it like sexified and like with even more premium crazy materials and fabrics and a sexier look. Both these bags have their own unique set of pros and cons, and to learn more about them, just watch these videos right here. If you got any questions about any bags, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.